right, let's get this video that I know I'm gonna get rage baited by, but I also feel like it's my job to react to videos like this. The sad state of modern fighting games. Let's turn this up. It's by a fella, best opinion ever, which means who knows, from no judgment. I low-key fucked up, I will admit. I watched a little bit, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I actually couldn't watch the whole thing. I know that I'm probably gonna get rage baited, truthfully, but we're gonna get rage baited together. I'm not gonna get rage baited alone because it came up organically in my feed. This came up organically in my feed, by the way.
Have y'all noticed that fighting games suck huge ass now? What was once my favorite genre is a complete shell of itself. The culture and community of these games has never felt more dead.
There's a fucking thirst strike music, by the way.
We've got developer-sponsored events where the commentators look afraid to say anything
Hold on.
negative about the game.
This is what I'm here for, bro. This is what I'm here for. You can make an argument about what I'm about to show you, to be fair, but it's a brand new idea. It's a brand new idea. Companies supporting a tournament is such a new idea, man. I've never seen this ever happen before, ever. Look at Ogawa. Look at these fellas. One day they'll play. Dude, this is so esports, bro. It took so long for them to even start playing. This might sound familiar. Tell me if this sentence sounds familiar. This is the Japanese arcade era. This is close to the end of the arcade era, basically, of games coming out on arcade first and us not getting games at the same time, all that shit. Your fighting game lives or dies whether or not it's in a tournament that's once a year where all the best players are trying to play. Does that sound familiar? Yes? No? No? Surely not more about... Oh, Potemkin is broken, but he's not more broken as version Eddie.
The event's only hosted so some guy in a suit could try to sell you one character for a third of the cost of the base game.
An event that they run so that you put infinity money in arcade machine, smiley face.
What the fuck was this latest generation of games anyway?
Okay, fuck Luke though. He's right. He's spitting. My man's spitting.
Tekken 8 is so bad, Harada just gave up.
Is this real, by the way? I know he left, but is that the reason, or...
Killed the franchise. City of the Wolves is a Saudi money laundering scheme used as a way to funnel more money to Ronaldo so he keeps playing soccer over there. Things have never been more dire for the FGC.
Melty Blood Bathroom, Banana Nanea. This is everything I hate. This is everything I hate about this game that I love, man.
Number 10. Games come out with barely any characters and then the devs charge a third of the price of the game for each subsequent one.
Oh my god, I hate when niggas say this, bro. Okay, I'm already tilted. I watched this part already, and I'm tilted again. Let me show you something, bro. The game that came out before this is called Guilty Gear Xrd Time. All right, okay, beardless, okay, jump scare. Here you go. You can kind of see it. So there's Sin, Elfel, and Leo is here. Where the fuck is Leo? Wait, where is he? This is the original Xrd character select. It's a little ugly. I think Revs look better. No, Leo is in launch. He's in right away because I didn't play him immediately. There's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 characters. There's actually less characters in Xrd on release than Strive. The console version has 3 additional characters as DLC. I remember Leo being DLC incredibly early, like very, very early. There's another game that I'm known for loving a lot, actually. It's this game. My favorite fighting game, Persona 4 Arena Vanilla. We are not going to talk about this person's PSR. This game has 2 time unlocked characters, Elizabeth and Shadow Labrys. But besides Wario fucking be here for no reason, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The game has 13 characters, and then in Ultimax they added a shit ton more. Oh, I'm gonna show you one more. We're not gonna ask about Wario. I have no idea why the fuck Wario is there. People might be like, well, who gives a fuck about anime games? You know, like, whatever, man. You're using bad examples. This is Vanilla Street Fighter 4 with 4, 8, 12, 16 characters. Basically what happens in fighting games is when people make a brand new fighting game. What do I call a brand new fighting game? I call a brand new fighting game the first entrant in like a new series of games, right? So there's Guilty Gear Xrd, Sign, that's a new game. Then there's 1.1, there's Rev, that's not a new game. That's a major update to Guilty Gear Xrd. Rev 2 and Rev 2.1. Then there's Guilty Gear Strive, that's a brand new game. Or in BlazBlue case, so BlazBlue Climate Trigger, new game. BlazBlue Continuum Shift, new game. Then there's CS2, CS Extend, not new games. CP, Chrono Phantasma, new game. 1.1, Extend, not new games. Central Fiction, what people are playing now. Well, actually, people are not playing it right now. Central Fiction 1, new game, and then update. So the very, very, very first entry, there's always no character. There's very few characters. They have a initial roster and then they build on the roster over time. What either people who are not educated in fighting games, or they haven't played fighting games for a long time, or their favorite fighting games are the hashtag cool ones like MBC2 and Third Strike. What they do is they go, oh, MBC2 has 52 characters. So unacceptable that a brand new fighting game doesn't have a lot of characters. Not knowing, frankly, I don't know where Marvel verse starts. Maybe it's like X-Men vs Street Fighter. X-Men vs Street Fighter has how many characters? If it's this, it's, you know, you have to start somewhere. And look at Magneto. It's the same sprite. And I'm not even hating because it's a beautiful sprite. But Blaze Blue, which everyone loves, started with 10. A lot of these games, they start with low rosters and then they build over time. So as soon as someone's like, new games released with no characters, I'm like, you are fucking dumb. And what they used to do is that you would not get the game, and instead, you know who gets the game first? And I'm not shitting on them. These fellas get the game first. Kazunoko gets the game first. These fellas get the game first. They get it in arcades. They put the money, putting money in the arcade, right? They put all the money in arcade. We wait a year plus to get the game. Only reason they even add new characters to console is because they're not thinking about the world audience. They're like, damn, there are people who are already playing arcades, so we need to give them a reason to buy the game outside of you can practice the game. So they add characters, and that's what we get. Oh, my bad. I forgot the part where they also make you pay like $40. I mean, sometimes they used to make you pay $60 to get the game. So I had Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger, $60. Then Blaze Blue Continuum Shift. That's also $60. There's BBCS2. If you have Continuum Shift, it's free. If you don't have it, it's $40. Then Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extend. You have to buy that. That's $40. Then Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma. You have to buy that. That's $40. They gave you an update for free. 1.1, but there's DLC. And then there's Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma Extend, and that's $40. Then there's Blaze Blue Central Fiction, and that's $40. And Blaze Blue is for real hardcore fighting game players. It's definitely not for babies. I started playing Blaze Blue, and I was playing Lychee. Nobody around me said that game was for babies. Nobody said that the game doesn't have enough buttons. Nobody said that. We're never going to get through this video. Only showing 6, by the way.
Used to be for the broke people, by the way. There'd be one kid in the neighborhood that would have Smash Bros. Or like Tekken on a PS2 or something, and all the kids would go over there and play. Or there'd be an arcade cabinet in the bowling alley you could play for $0.25. Now you gotta be a member of the damn global elite just to have all the characters in some of the worst fighting games ever made by humans.
You know, like take Exert. Exert's 100 yen per play. And like, if you go and look at Exert, like people's Exert card, you could see some people show how many matches they played. And when I see a motherfucker have like 10k games of Exert, I'm like, bro, how much money have you spent on this game? I mean, respect, you know, because I played the fuck out of it too, you know, at home. But you know, this point too, I'm like, back in the day, to be fair, you know, there were places where you could play for like 50 yen, 25 cents, all that shit, right? As time went on, they started charging more and more to play. So
y'all want to play and intentionally leave them out just to sell them to you a year later when the hype for the new release is over. There's no fixing this one, guys. Corporate greed is destroying every aspect of our lives, and it's not going to stop here. I really can't help. Number 9, every fighting game feels like it needs to be in 3D now, even if they don't have the resources to do so. Even the 2D ones are actually made in 3D now, and they use crazy camera tricks to make it look 2D. And listen, I'm not
Does it not look good though?
I'm at Arxis here. They do
good.
a good job, but look at KOF, dude. Look at any 3.
Is it 16 or 15? Are we on 15 or 16? That's not 13, dude. Oh my, that's not 13.
Now look at KOF 13. This shit was beautiful.
I get flamed when I say I think BB looks better than KOF 13. People get really mad at me when I say that, but I do believe it. Even though I mean that is also how much I think BB is gorgeous, because I think this game's gorgeous too.
And we get these sprites back. Imagine what kind of sprites we could have today with modern tech behind them. Sprites had so much character and charm. I kind of fuck with this take a little bit. I wish we had more sprite games. I think Arxis does a really good job. Okay, like I'm millennial is talking Spyviz. You know, when you move from like SNES, Sega Genesis to like PlayStation and N64, I'm getting really excited for 3D, right? I did not expect at that time how ridiculously well sprites would age. And I haven't thought about this game for a long time. There's a game on N64. It's called Quest 64. And I saw the thumbnail and I was like, this game is fucking ugly as hell. Bad game, Hall of Fame. Everyone says this game sucks too, which is pain. Okay, this is what the game looks like. This is legitimately what the game looks like. Now I'm going to show you another game that's on N64, because it's not N64's fault. This game is on the same console. This is the same console. Yes, this game's a banger.
This is on the same console. This is not N64 game. No. This is not Thousand Year Door. This is vanilla Paper Mario 64. Because this is not actually even how this game actually looks. This is not what MBC2 actually looks like. There's like high definition smoothing shit. You can tell. The sprite artists were so fucking woke. Look into it if you want.
Something
it's very
about the sprites, animations, and the sprites movement and everything just made those games play better. Like hitboxes were easier to distinguish, or maybe you knew where your hurt boxes were better or something like that. It was just already great, and we might never see proper.
I don't want to hear that shit about hitboxes, about moves looking like the hitboxes, bro. I don't want to hear that, bro.
Better, guys. This one or this one?
Wait, what version of Terry is this?
Not being in 3D anymore. What looks better, guys? This one or this one?
What version of Terry is this? 14? Oh my god, he might be spitting.
Number 8. The devs think you're stupid and cannot learn hard things. Guilty Gear is the perfect franchise to represent this. Guilty Gear used to be one of the hardest fighting game franchises.
Why?
There's so much depth to Plus R. If you don't know, Plus R was kind of like Smash Melee in the way it had all these weird mechanics, some intentional.
Tell me why. Be specific.
And some not.
What is not specific? By the way, this is the last version of Guilty Gear XX where they rebalanced Guilty Gear XX AC. So they rebalanced AC.
They got rid of corners, so you wouldn't have to learn corner combos.
We don't have to talk about this, right?
They made the health bars half the size, so you wouldn't have to win neutral so much.
We also not talk about this, right? The damage in Guilty Gear Strive is high, smiley face.
And they removed half the character's special moves because that was too complicated for you. And they removed dead angle attacks because they didn't want to explain special moves.
Some people might be like, what are you talking about? I have a interesting thought that I think about sometimes when I think about fighting games. And I think your answer to this will determine whether you agree with this person or not. What do you think is more interesting? Having a lot of moves with specific uses, or having a few moves with a lot of uses? Because this is not the only... I play a character like this, by the way. Baiken has Yozan-sen, Tatami Gaishi, Hiragi, and Kabari. And S-Kabari. That's it. She has 5 moves. She used to have a shit ton of moves. She had hella follow-ups, multiple guard cancel. She had a huge list of moves. Now she only has 4 or 5 moves. If you're talking about Hiragi, for example, right? There's guard cancel Hiragi, so there's 2. There's the normal parry and there's the guard cancel parry. I don't think any of the homies are here. The Baiken Illuminati is not here. The guard cancel document I have has more than 20 uses for her guard cancel. It's 1 move. Now for XX, you use different guard cancels in different situations, so it kind of works out the same. If you want to know my take, and this is probably gonna sound like a cop-out. I do what the game tells me to do. I look at the character and I'm like, these are the character's moves. What do I use them for? What can I do? Where can I push? That's it. I don't have a real... My main take is the character fun and interesting. What is interesting for me? Either when I think I could do something with the character that the developers might not intend, or if I think the character player base is not playing the character to full potential, or I just naturally like the character. Those are usually like my main 3 things. I look at these 2 and I just see 2 different characters basically, because there are people, I'm sure if you religiously watch stuff that I put out, you're like, oh well, I like having a lot of uses with a few moves, and I like investigating new moves and da. Well, I've asked a question on Twitter a couple times, and there are people who are like, yeah, give me the fat move list, bro. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. And there's some stuff too of like the Strive characters are streamlined in a way where it's like it's clear that you know what the character should try to do a little bit. One thing about the old games, the main accident you can even say about the old games is like for classic Guilty, and Strive has this too, low key. What the character does is told through their moveset, where in like BB and Persona, in those games, like BB has a ability button. You have special moves, you have drive. Like it's very like, this is what you do.
And they removed dead angle attacks because they didn't want to
YRC, he's gonna say YRC.
Explain them in the tutorial.
No. YRC is dead angle, smiley face. From my perspective, the reason why there's no dead angle is there's 2 reasons why there's no dead angle. One, so this could be that you lean into what they say and they're like, you're too dumb to get it, right? Different dead angles have different data because they're based off like moves that the people actually have, right? The interesting thing about dead angle, by the way, is you can create counterplay to it of like building your strengths. You can low profile things, or you like try to OS in different ways and stuff. What YRC does is it just makes it universal. You have a thing that you do. It's not very easy. There's plenty of counterplay against it, but it's generally just universal. And the number 1 thing was to make the situation universal. That makes the situation universal, because some characters in the past, like Milia, for example, Milia had a dead angle where she knocks you down and then mixes you off her defensive mechanic, right? So we can't have that. And truthfully, even though I love Milia, that's just not fair. That's just not fair. Let's be for real, right? Then they changed that. They changed the YRC again because of that. Because there's like pot YRC, HC YRC. HC YRC is still good, but like pot, any command grab YRC, like pot, Nago, making things character specific is a good thing because you add depth in that way. It's a very just hard knuckle. Well, everyone has a different one, so
They made character weights barely matter for combos anymore, so you only have to know one combo.
okay. This is he didn't play the game. They did have weights. They took out the weights. I actually had mixed feelings about them taking the weights out, but now that I played for a while, you know, that was when did they do that? Season 2? I actually think it's a good change. One, if there's anyone who plays XX, Accent Core, and plus R for a long time, if you have like a complaint about the game over time, let me know. The general Exerd complaint is that Alpha is too good, Johnny's too good for too long. General Strive complaint is that heavy big bodies are too good for too long. Like they have too much HP, the gut system benefits them, the walls benefit them, the meter benefits them, burst benefits them, the weight system, like weight also, because usually light characters are easier to combo, and in this system, you fucking destroy light characters off random shit. Heavy characters you can't combo half the time.
Who are they making these games for? They aren't selling any better nowadays, and
Yeah, that's capping you, but no, bro, come the fuck on.
people who play them are just bored.
Come on, man. Come on, let's not cap for
job.
fun.
Like the players that are just gonna buy the game and play story mode with a few of their favorites and drop the game, that doesn't change if the game has all those mechanics in it or not. So now you're just left with the players that are actually gonna play the game past the first month it's out,
Okay.
and now the game sucks for them because you took out all the fun mechanics that they enjoyed.
I'm so glad I make content cause I just it's nice to get perspective every now and then.
Number 7 is the death of playing in person. Okay, so rollback netcode was a double-edged sword. If you don't know, we all used to play fighting games online using something called delay-based netcode.
Hell yeah.
It added
Yeah, real fighting games.
Then rollback netcode came along, and honestly, it's pretty impressive and great. Fighting games online have never felt better. But what this did was make everyone stay inside and grind alone all day. We used to be forced to go outside and meet each other at local.
Oh, why do you guys a picture of fucking M2K?
And really weird people that play like shameless losers would get shamed for it and either correct the issue or stop showing up, and you wouldn't have to deal with them anymore. Mostly.
See, I want to say he's not talking about people who practice the game to be good at the game.
Now those players can safely grind 16 hours a day in their room, ensuring they and no one they run into online has any fun. Which leads me to number 6. The best players are all boring now. Those players I just talked about are now the best in the world. Where does that leave us? Well, it just means that instead of titans of charisma like Mango, Daigo, Tom Brady, MP,
Oh my god, I sleep. What? Oh, I fucking sleep, bro. Put me to sleep.
shit like Arslan Ash and IBDW. And look, I know Ars.
I fucking sleep. This is the shit I be saying, bro. People like magic niggas, bro. He wants Yugi to be the best, bro. He wants Yugi. He wants a fucking sorcerer. You're not gonna put Sonic for NRS? I think Sonic is a magic person. I think Sonic is a mage.
And look, I know Arslan didn't get good.
This picture is hard, by the way. Where the fuck? Pakistan and HOC is not that different, bro.
But this guy does not give a fuck. He doesn't even play characters he likes. Part of getting attached to these games and the scene is finding players you love to watch that
My man just learned about functions. Oh my god.
play characters you love to watch. People loved watching Jimmy J Tran for his insane Brian skills. They wanted to see taunt jet uppers and stuff that normal players can't do.
I can't get too mad at romanticism because like we need people to do that. You know, we do need people to do that. Even though it's annoying. A couple years ago, I was working on a video about like all the evos in Street Fighter 4, what character, who won, and with what character. So, by the way, it's like 95% top tiers. Like 95% broken ass top tiers. There's very, very few exceptions. And usually the exceptions, the second place person is playing a top tier.
Number 5, we never get good new IPs. When was the last time a new fighting game IP came out? One that isn't some cringe anime shit. Yeah, I just caught you mid-typing. I genuinely don't know though. Fighting game IPs just don't get attempted anymore.
This is true, by the way. This is true. This is low-key a W take. I keep repeating this thing, so as a reminder of, I believe that all the brand new fighting games are going to be based off IPs. Or our legacy fighters. It's not like Under Night is an example of a brand new IP in the past. Or Skullgirls an example of a brand new IP in the past. This is true. This is just true. This is just facts.
And I'm talking like its own thing, not like 2XKO where they're using the League IP or like
this is just facts, by the way.
If a new IP that was free to play with purchasable cosmetics, good stylized graphics and music, gameplay that was easy to learn and hard to master, dude, it would do well. I promise you.
Not in 2026, bro. I mean, we keep saying play under night, play under night, play under night, and motherfuckers don't do it. It's everything. It's literally everything this person wants, and he would call it some cringe anime shit. We just say play under night over and over and over, and people don't do it.
Number 4, balance patches don't give time for players to learn. The constant balance patches, man. Now, since these games just come out whenever corporate decided they would 2 years ago, regardless of how far along the game is in development, devs feel the need to consistently balance them to fit their vision or whatever. And yeah, sometimes I guess that can be good. But you know what was really cool about old fighting games? Learning matchups. Smash Melee is a game where because the game hasn't changed for 20 years, and guess what? The matchups change over time. What a concept.
Let's go back. Okay. I have a bunch of problems.
Devs feel the need to balance them to fit their vision or whatever. And yeah, sometimes I guess
their vision or whatever.
that can be good.
Why do games not get balanced? Because they're done. They made Melee to go, here you go, done. In 2D fighters, your game not being updated is that's why we had the arcade, you know, no new Marvel, no new Street Fighter. It wasn't because Capcom thought it would be cool if people played the game for 10 years. They're just like, we're done, and these people don't spend money. It's core is, you know. 2, fighting games are matchups. Like, you just, in all games you learn matchups. It's very funny to hear this while also hearing Street Fighter players complaining about they don't balance the game, right? Because they're waiting. And then for romanticizing old games, we just had an old game, Guilty Gear XX. Accent Core, was it out for 6 years? Yes, it was out for a very long time before they actually updated it. And then ACR gets to sit. It's the last version. It's the crazy version. It's the last version. Whatever. The classic fighting game cycle in arcades is like an update yearly to like 16 months too. All the games did that to keep people motivated, add new shit, freshen up the game. This stuff like fucking, I don't know, Bloody War and fucking Melee, that shit is very, very rare. And on top of that, the big development of Melee, I gotta hear him say it because he didn't really say it.
And that's perfect because the game hasn't changed for 20 years. And guess what? The matchups change over time. What a concept.
Yeah, but why? Think about the reason why. There's no update to the game. There's Brawl and 4 and Ultimate. Those are all different games. Also, technically, Melee does have a patch. It's called PAL, the European version. The European version is the balance patch, smiley face. So like there's stuff like the famous Marth combo, the Ken combo, where you fucking combo into spike. If you do it in the EU version, you don't insta die. Where in the NA version, you go. But also, as the community added more things for people to practice the game and shit, people are actually able to lab because you can't lab the game, and that's where a lot of like the new shit, you know, Luigi, Donkey Kong, Yoshi, like Pikachu, like those characters. That's why those characters came out.
Characters that were thought to be bottom tier for 20 years are now being shown.
Here's DK. And DK was never bottom tier, smiley face.
That they're actually viable and can be characters that no one thought they had a chance against. But now when a game comes out, everyone just bitches about who's winning tournaments early until the devs nerf them.
It's crazy that they said this sentence and there's Melee on the screen. Because there was an argument going around for a while. Melee is balanced around Fox, like all the tournament rules all because of Fox.
And also the devs just balance with like a dartboard. They just throw the dart at the dartboard. They hit Manon, the worst character in the game, and they're like, nerf her.
This I understand. This is such a better point because sometimes I'm like, bro, but that's not a modern thing. That's not a modern thing, bro.
Number 3 is hitboxes. The fucking hitbox.
Wait. My man's about to spit.
You know these things used to be labeled cheating? You could do things on these controllers that were never possible before.
Okay, wait. Never mind. Good video.
But then soy boys started saying that they can't play without them because it would hurt their wrist even.
Uh-oh. Never mind. L video.
Now, 99% of people just use these because they're objectively better. So what once was an
Not in all games, by the way. It depends on the game, basically. To my understanding, is Street Fighter and Tekken is the best controller. For anime games, it doesn't matter. I actually don't know if it matters yet. The reason why it matters less in anime games because we have a dash button, so it doesn't matter. So, there are examples. There's like a Milia mix-up where the hitbox people can't do it because they don't have a lever. So they have to like do a weird manual delay where on a stick you would just naturally do it because of the throw. There's little things.
Number 2, the soul is gone. The soul and vibe of these games is just completely dead. I'm just going to show you some different scenes from old versions of these games and new versions of these games, and you tell me which one you think has the most soul. Which one makes you want to live in that world?
Okay, something I skip when I boot up a game. I'm sorry. One day we'll be set free from Soul Calibur 2. All right, man, you got it. Oh, all right, here we go. Oh, free MVC2. I'm sorry. I'm not hitting that. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to go meme me like this. It's not fair. It's not fair. We know this game is dog shit. I said this game was dog shit, bro. I know there's an update, and I know this is the Maximilian version. My bad. My bad. I know. Before you fucking shoot me. We know. We meme this game all the time. We know. I played this game. I competed in this game, by the way. This is not fair. This is he knew I was gonna watch it. That's not fair, bro. Because I would pick that shit.
And reason number one, people don't just play the best versions of these games, and I don't understand why. Alright, number one, this is basically the whole reason I made this video. This shit makes me so mad. Why don't people just play the good games? We have the good games.
Good question. Yes, I want to know. Wait. I want to know.
Games still. We can just play them.
Yes.
Why don't Street Fighter players just play Third Strike?
Yes.
Why don't Tekken players just play 5DR? Why don't
I mean, that one's a little bit more obvious.
Soul Calibur players just come back to Soul Calibur 2? Why don't MK players just play MK9? Why don't Guilty Gear players just play Plus R?
They do. They do. What the fuck? They do. What do you mean? They literally do. Because that shit, you talk shit about rollback, and they play it because it has a rollback. I'm asleep, bro. I'm getting trolled.
So if the top players are all playing the new game because Bandai Namco is going to give Arslan $10,000 for winning the tournament, then people are going to watch them and want to play that game even though it absolutely
man.
sucks.
I can't wait to go to the gym today, man. I'm tight.
You already have the incredible fighting games made, guys. We could play them the rest of our lives and not get bored.
Hell
They're that
yeah.
good. Maybe when they all eventually make it to Fightcade or something, then someone with a vision can make the scene happen.
Yo, he hates Arslan. He hates Arslan. And, I mean, I play Strife, so I see all the like LK Potential Man memes and people shit on Leffin, or people calling Jonathan Tennant a down player, all the fun stuff. Dude, my man hates Arslan, bro. Besides, also, why don't people play? I'm saying, go play him. It was a cat video with a good message at the end. This video was a wild ride, but I'm glad I watched it with you guys. I got a split so I can make it to the gym.